John Asen, Director of Instruction down at 3D Golf Performance, here today talking to you about professional impact. And one of our essentials is a straight plane line. So I want to go through a little exercise that you can do to determine whether or not you're on plane with that shaft angle. Basically, I have my sticks set up here, and they are in line or parallel to my target line. And that's the relationship that you want the shaft to maintain throughout the golf swing. So basically, it looks like this. Once I start the shaft away, it either has to be parallel to or either end is pointing at the target line. Parallel to, pointing at, parallel to, pointing at, parallel to, pointing at, parallel to, pointing at, and parallel to. So you can see throughout the swing, the shaft alignment has a relationship to the target line, which makes sense. The opposite would be the common fault of getting the shaft out of position or out of alignment to the target line where it's not parallel to or pointing at. In whichever case, the common fault is usually the downswing where the golfer will move the shaft out and all of a sudden the shaft is pointing somewhere in towards my left foot across the ball, and then they're holding on to their hinge and their release to make the ball go where they want it to go, and now the shaft is pointing somewhere out over that way. So a good drill to practice this and feel it is holding the club very short, again making the club quite light. You're not hitting a golf ball with this drill. You're taking your setup and you're going from 1 to 2 and making sure that you see an inline shaft parallel with that target line. 2 to 3 is when the shaft will be pointing the butt end down at the target line, should be right in between your arms, and your hand should be right in front of you. And then 3 to 4. And then from here, you just simply want to start down with a karate chop motion or an uncocking of the right arm motion. And you want to do a few pumps until you feel like the shaft is coming right back in line with my left wrist and the target line. You do that once or twice, and then let it go. You'll start to feel the shaft release properly and stay on line during that downswing. One of our important essentials in achieving our impact positions that are similar to the professionals is the path and the face conditions. So when I practice in the sim, once I've done this, my launch monitor is going to pick up my readings for me, and I'll demonstrate that for you. And what I want to be able to see is a very straight plane line. The club path there was 0, 0, and my face was slightly open, 1 degree. So I had a very straight plane line there, and you're looking for maybe 3 degrees inside out with a 1 degree open club face. And this will assure that you have some similar conditions to the golf professional. One more time, I'm going to try to get that a little bit more inside out. There I've got 2.8 inside out and 2 degrees open. So I'm starting to achieve the feel of that professional impact in a couple of swings. As soon as you start doing these drills, you need to get reinforcement from the launch monitors and make sure you're on track to that professional impact. Good golfing and enjoy the hit.